Yo, what's going on, Dragon Ballers? Welcome back to another Set 7 Brew. This time we're going to talk about Krillin Vegito. So this is my personal spin on the new Vegito deck from Set 7. We're not using the leader that the archetype comes with, and I'll talk a little bit about that more in the profile itself. But before we get into it, guys, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date with all awesome Dragon Ball Super content that I post here. If you're looking for a Dragon Ball Super community to get in touch with, check out the Discord in the description below. Very helpful group of people. Very great place to be, talking about Set 7 and your new decks. And finally, guys, if you're longtime fans of the channel, check out the Patreon in the description below. Lots of competitive content, just $1 a month. You get help, the channel gets help, the channel gets to grow. Great situation for everybody. With that being said, we're going to get into this deck profile. So, we've got the Krillin leader here with the Vegito archetype. The Meteoric Energy Super Saiyan Blue Vegito only requires that we have a blue leader in order to resolve its effect. So I really like that design space that the creators kind of put us in, because it's not super restrictive. It's not a super linear build at that point. You can kind of mess around with different leaders. I know a lot of people are playing it with the leader it comes with, the Goku Vegeta leader on the front, and then the Vegito leader on the back. And a lot of people are playing this with Hirudegarn, which Hirudegarn is probably the next best pick, maybe. But I don't think the Vegito leader is very good. It doesn't really do much on the Unawakened side. When you get to 4 energy, you can play for free at Goku and a Vegeta. Not super high impact. And the Hirudegarn leader is good because you get to cycle and draw a whole ton of cards. You can fuel over them pretty well. But the main issue I have with both those variants is Self-Awakening. The deck list is so tight, the cards you have to play to get this engine off does not leave very much room for Self-Awaken or anywhere, anything like that. So I really value the Krillin leader for that reason. So if you guys haven't seen this guy in a while, I'll give you a quick overview of what he does. So when this card attacks a leader card, you may choose one card in your life, add it to your hand. If you do, draw one card, awaken when your life's at 4 or less, untap 1 energy. So you only get to untap 1 here, which might seem like a drawback, might seem like a big detriment, but that untap 1 is good for tempo. So like you can spend 1 energy to play a Goku, you can spend 1 energy to get Dimension Support Trunks into play a Vegeta, and then you can awaken, flip that energy over, and have 4 energy ready to fuse into Vegito, which is pretty nice. The other thing too is, on Krillin's Awakened side, it makes up for that. So when this card attacks, draw 1. At the end of your turn, draw 1 card. So at the end of your turn, draw 1. That makes up for that only untap 1, because you're basically also drawing 1 while you're untapping 1. If you wait till the end of the turn, and you're playing blue, so you don't mind waiting for that draw till the end of turn, because it could be a defensive card, like a super combo, a Dimension Magic, a 10k you can combo with, things like that, a Senzu Bean. So that draw 1 at the end of the turn is a big reason why the Awaken's not that bad. And you just get card advantage throughout the entire course of the game. Like, if you're getting aggroed and you get pushed to Awaken turn 2, you're going to just get tons and tons of advantage throughout the game, because you're going to draw basically 2 cards per turn with just your leader. Activate main once per turn. Choose 1 card in your hand, place in the drop area. This card gets plus 5,000 power and critical for duration of the turn. So this helps for some late game pushes. You turn any dead 10k or any dead extra card into a 5k and crit. So your leader gets a swing for a 20k crit, help you push for game, things like that. Really, really solid. So into the main deck, 1 Further Construction Champa. With a few other cards in the deck, this is one of our alternate win conditions. You don't always get to turn 4, especially if you go second. It can be a little tough. You got to play a little bit more aggressively. So the 1 Champa is there just to help end games. Saiyan Bloodline Goku, and then we have 3 Preface Goku, 2 Saiyan Bloodline Vegeta, and 3 Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. So that's our Goku Vegeta lineup. I think 7 and 7 is perfectly fine. If there were better cards to put in this deck, you could definitely even trim down on the Preface and the Vanilla Vegeta. But these are the ones that I find to be the best. Goku just for consistency, Saiyan Bloodline Vegeta as well. They both just get you more cards, search your deck for key pieces. I really wish there was a blue Saiyan Super combo, and I don't want to play the either the SS3 Gotenks or the Great Saiyan Man, just because we do play Overwhelm in the deck, so that is a little bit awkward, but doesn't really come up too much. Preface is incredible because it has barrier, so once you stick it to the board, it's really not going anywhere unless you put it in rest mode for it to be attacked. And then the Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta has really good synergy with Dimension Support Trunks. It's just another way to get a Vegeta out for 1 energy. So a lot of times what you're going to do with this deck is you're going to try to make really cheap plays to get your Gokus and Vegetas out. So like tapping 2 for Vegeta when you need to make a fusion play on like turn 4 can be a little bit rough sometimes, but if you have any of the Senzu Beans, if you have your Leader's Awaken ability, or if you have a Kneeling Spirit Trunks, you're going to have the ability to basically get all your energy restood and then make your big play. So we'll go through the rest of the main deck. Dimension Magic, got to play it. Senzu Bean, this actually, like I mentioned before, is used a lot for offense. When you're on that turn 4, you got to get a Vegeta or you got to get a Goku on board, and then you got to untap some energy so you can have 4 to make your fusion play. Goku Black, Unforeseen Darkness. This card is a 3-up at the moment. I would like to play 4 of it, because this card is a really strong turn 2 play is what I meant to say. This card is really good because it helps you filter through dead cards, helps you play defense because you get to untap an energy. But 3 is basically most of the space I can find for this deck. You have a lot of turn 2 plays because turn 1 you do want to start with a dual color if possible. So you're not even going to be able to play your Saiyan Bloodline Goku turn 1. So turn 2 could be anything from Saiyan Bloodline Goku, Goku Black. It could be Saiyan Bloodline Vegeta. It could be a lot of different things on turn 2. So only 3 Goku Black for this reason. And it's kind of nice for the budget players that can't really get 4 of them. This guy is about, I think, $15 right now. So only needing 3 is not too bad. 4 super combos, the 1 Annealing Spirit Trunks, we need that to keep making our plays on turn 4. And then we have 2 Rapid Onslaught Son Goku. So another card that kind of hurts the budget player. I'm sorry about that. But this card I found is pretty good in the deck. It gives us an alternate win condition without having to run another 10k combo. So you don't have to run another Champa in order to try and seal the game. So real quick, this guy evolves over any Goku for 1 blue and 2 colorless. So that's good because we are playing a yellow package in the deck. So we want to be able to evolve for free colors basically. So you put this guy over either Preface or Saiyan Bloodline Goku. Double strike, auto when you play this card. Choose 1 card in your life, place it in the drop area. If you do, this card gains critical for duration of the turn. So this guy can either be a good mid-game push to just like crit 2 of your opponent's life off the bat. If they're at 5 life, they don't have access to a super combo or a negate. This guy is really clutch. Or if you just need an ultimate win condition with double strike, this guy comes in for 3 energy on the evolve, and you can finish the game off that way. So now we have some ratio discussions here. So Super Saiyan 2 Trunks, Beerus, and Vegito. So Vegito is only a 3 of. He is our boss monster win condition in the deck. He's only a 3 of because if we clog on too many of him, charging them is not good because they will come in tapped. As opposed to Beerus, where we could fit a 4th one if we needed to, but the space is a little bit tight. But I'd rather have 4 Beerus than 4 Meteoric Vegito, just because Beerus can come in untapped when you already have a dual color energy. Trunks, 4 of it because we need to see it by turn 3, turn 4, and we don't mind dumping extra ones of these into our energy because our Vegito is going to play it. So real quick, I'll go over what the combo does if you haven't heard about it yet. So Meteoric Energy, Vegito, Union Patora, 2 blue, 2 yellow over a blue Son Goku and a yellow Vegeta. So these restrictions are a little bit rough. There are a ton of blue Gokus in the format, but there's not too many yellow Vegetos. So we're basically working with what we have in that regard. Barrier Energy Exhaust. So Barrier is important because Mutaito is really popular in the format right now, and so is Champa the Trickster. But the thing is, this guy's a 30k barrier, so if he gets Mutaito'd, he's basically probably going to live a turn, and then you just play defense because you're blue, you have really good abilities to play defense, and your leader Krillin draws a ton of cards. So you're going to play defense that way. He's a barrier, so he's probably going to live. When this card attacks, if your opponent has 3 more energy, choose 3 blue or yellow battle cards in your energy area and combo with them. When you combo with the battle card using this leader's skill and your leader card is blue, if you have 3 or more battle cards in your combo area, choose all of your opponent's battle cards and energy, switch them to rest mode, and those cards cannot be switched to active mode during your opponent's next charge phase. So important to note, you can choose your opponent's cards that are already rested. And another important note is that you do have to combo with 3 out of your energy. That auto does check as soon as you combo the first time. So you do need to combo with 3 out of your energy. So it's really tough to charge extra cards in this deck. I was playing Objection in the main before because going second, if you Objection, you can actually resolve this combo on turn 3, which is pretty good. But I cut those from the deck because with 4 Senzu Bean and 4 Dimension Magic, having the extra Objections in the deck was a little bit rough. I'd probably still side deck Objection for when you do go second, when you know your opponent's going to make you go second. But I probably wouldn't main deck it. I don't think it's super necessary. Turn 4, even going second, is pretty much reachable in most matchups in the format. Alrighty, bottom row of cards, we got 2 Dimension Support Trunks. This is a little bit of another aggressive option. So you do have the ability to flex between aggro and mid-range control. So Dimension Support Trunks helps us do that. It also helps us get a Vegeta out for 1 energy when we need to make cheap fusion plays. Dimensional Banisher Fu, I think removal is super important in this format. I think you have to be playing it in your deck. So 2 Dimensional Banisher Fu I think is really good. And then we have the 3 Mutaito. This bounces back and forth between Champa the Trickster and Mutaito. It could be either one. If you don't have your hands on Mutaito, Champa the Trickster is a great budget alternative. This deck can leave up energy because, honestly, playing a Champa for 2 energy, drawing a card, and stopping one of your opponent's big plays, that is 100% worth it. But sometimes I do like to make a little bit more aggressive pushes in this deck. So the 1 energy from Mutaito sometimes seems more relevant. I'm not exactly sure what it's going to be. It's either going to be Mutaito or Champa. Mess around with it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, what you guys think is better. Few sideboard options. Massive Mysterious Warrior, you need it for wide board removal like the new U6 Veggie deck, like the old Veggie deck if they play Shenron Veggies. Skillless, really good against that. Sun Goku in close quarters. This card's really good for dual color decks. It's just a great generic side deck option. So for a 2 energy combo, you can basically KO anything with 3-drop or less and Barrier. That's really good. That's a whole ton of cards, and Barrier does not protect these cards anymore. So I kind of like how they gave dual color that niche of being able to clear Barrier cards, especially Path of Greatness. You do already have an answer to Height of Mastery in this deck with Mutaito and or Champa, but just having the extra answers feels really good. And then Objection, I talked about it. Probably sideboard 2 to 3 of them for when you go second, because you can resolve this combo going second on turn 3, because your opponent needs to have 3 energy to require Vegito to resolve Vegito. So going second on their turn 3, when it's your turn 3, you can Objection and do this whole play. So it's really good. So guys, that's pretty much the deck profile. I've been testing this a lot. I like it a lot. It's really fun. It doesn't even lose that bad to Mutaito, because like I said, the Vegito is a barrier. It'll just survive most of the time. So let me know what you guys think about the deck in the comments below. What's your favorite leader to play with this deck? I'm looking for ideas. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Joey. This is Crossroad TCG, and I'll see you guys in the next video.